Hi my lovelies, welcome back. So once again we are doing a clearing for 2024, clearing the pathways ahead for 2024. So even if you're watching this video in 2025, that's absolutely fine as well, because because all of this is being cleared at a quantum level outside of time. So even if you go back and clear the pathway for 2024 now and you're in, say, 2025 or 2026, all this content is evergreen. It's still going to have a positive effect for you. It's still going to clear away things that you might still be attached to. It's all clearing at a quantum level, so it's still going to have an effect. So make sure you're 100% open to receiving the healing. So muscle test yourself. I'm 100% open to receiving the healing. Yes, no, I'm 80%, I'm 90%. And there is an SRT video to clear you so that you're 100% open to receiving healing. If you still don't make it to 100%, you probably need to have some sessions with somebody. There's something, it's usually self-punishment or, vows of suffering or something like that running. And it can be easily resolved. So just ask as well. You can also just ask, make sure that I set the intention that I command that I'm 100% open to receiving healing. So we're going to clear the pathways ahead for 2024. So any potential obstacles or programming that's there that we have the permission to clear, we're going to clear it so that it's smoother. I hope for all of you, we all would like a smoother, more relaxed, more abundant, more prosperous, more loving, more peaceful year ahead. I'm quite sure after the fun and games of 2023 and the previous 2 or 3 years before that. My goodness, it's certainly been intense energetically. So let's get started, shall we? And clearing away the pathway for 2024 for all of you. I'm sending you, I just feel so much love whenever I communicate on YouTube. So I'm sending you loads of love out there, and I'm really looking forward to doing this for you. Let's do this. Eyes down and look in, as they say in the bingo callers. Let's do this. So what's that running at? The pathway for 2024. 20 positive, at least there's some positivity. 100 negative. Oh dear. Well, it's good that we're going to clear this then collectively. And we're at incarnational level. So let's clear that, which is rock bottom. Let's clear that all the way up to 100 positive, down to 0 negative, and up to radiant love, new paradigm level of consciousness, working with your high self teams. So this definitely needs doing for you. And it's a privilege to do this for you. It's a privilege for me. So thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey, your spiritual journey. So I've got these little flies everywhere. They're like midges in Scotland, and they're from the my plant next door. And Happy New Year if you're watching this in 2024. Happy New Year to you. May it be an abundant, prosperous, happy, loving, joyful, laughter-filled, fulfilling, gentle, healthy, magnificent, creative year for you. May the woman, man, or pet of your dreams come in. May abundance and prosperity cross your path, and may you keep it for as long as possible. May you be blessed in every way possible. May you be blessed with laughter and enjoyment of this lifetime. I know it's been a struggle for many. And may you be blessed with health, love, adventure, and all those wonderful things like that. Right, 6A, which is master programs and discordant energy. So let's see where we're going. Outside left, fear. We don't want any fear, do we, in 2024? Fear of abandonment then. Inside right, failure. We don't want any fear of failure either. Let's clear all fear, abandonment, failure, and fear of abandonment and fear of failure as well at all levels of consciousness. And chart 3 is master programs, and discordant energy. Clearing those away, all levels of consciousness in chart 3 for your highest good. Let's get those out of the way before 2024 starts. Thank you very much. All right. 6B, which is blocks to positive expression. Blocks to vitality. Blocks to acceptance. So let's clear those away at all levels of consciousness in chart 3. Definitely. May you be filled with vital energy and vital life force. And for those who want to embark on a new fitness regime in terms of health and detoxing, which I think we all got to do now for the rest of our lives, really, it's such a toxic world, then I always recommend Medical Medium and Dr. Robert Morse, who's a naturopath, goes into deep detoxing. And Medical Medium, of course, as well. Wonderful. Anthony William. Both of their advice has helped not only myself, but also many clients of mine as well. So I think they're brilliant. Let food be thy medicine. Right, where are we going next? Still on 6B, so I've missed something. So blocks to positive expression again. Blocks to faith. Okay, let's clear those blocks to faith. Let's have faith that 2024 is going to be amazing. And let us surrender. Everything's preordained. The only free will we have, really, is in some of our choices. We can choose to respond or to react. And that they can be pretty big choices. Sometimes if we're stuck in that victim mode, then we can react badly and make choices that fundamentally don't serve us. Or we can respond and say, I don't like what happened, it's shit, but I accept it, I'm going to use it, take the lesson, learn from it. We don't want to leave this life with any regrets or any bitterness or anything like that, because we'll have to come back and do it all again. We don't want that. We want to resolve and accept that no matter how horrible things are sometimes, that they've happened for a reason, and we don't understand fully or comprehend fully the reason until we go back to spirit and see all the reasons for it and what we agreed to and what we agreed to experience and why we agreed to experience and what it was bringing, not just for ourselves, but the lessons for our family members, our friends, people around us, as well as ourselves. It's far more complex. We can view things in a very two-dimensional way, I think, sometimes. Here, how could God allow that? And so we're always judging it from a very earthly perspective. We're not looking at the big picture. We're not looking at the karmic ties. We're not looking at the genetic beliefs. We're not looking at the lessons it's bringing for others that are connected to us. We're not looking at what else is going on at various levels. We're not looking at what the soul wanted to experience. We're looking at it from a very judgmental duality fueled perspective on the earth. And so our comprehension of some of these atrocities sometimes is very two-dimensional. So we want to learn to accept. Doesn't mean so we have to like stuff, but it's about not resisting. It's about accepting, well, it's happened. I don't like it. It's not nice. It's horrible, whatever. But I'm going to accept it and learn from it. Or I'm going to accept it and make different choices next time. Or, you know, something along those lines. Anyway, we're clearing a duality of the I am level consciousness now. There. We can't always explain why things happen the way they do and why the innocents suffer so much as they do. It's not something that's easy to understand. We have to return to spirit and see the bigger picture to fully comprehend it. So wherever possible, it's best not to judge. It's difficult not to judge, isn't it? I mean, we're human and it's difficult not to judge while we're here. It's really hard, but it's all predetermined, it's all preordained. So we want to create as least resistance as possible. I accept the situation. What can I change about myself? I accept the situation. What can I learn from this? I accept the situation. What has it taught me? I accept the situation. What can I do differently next time? I accept the situation. And know that God or Source's will and intelligence is higher than my own. It's more elevated than my own. It's more aware than my own. So, yeah. And it's been pretty intense, this incarnation, for most of us. Pretty intense. Right, what are we looking at here? An unwillingness to accept change. So let's clear any unwillingness at soul level, first expression of the living soul, to accept change so that we can move forward in 2024 without any regrets, without any bitterness, without any resentment or injustice, without holding on to being a victim. Let's move forward and create the kind of world and life that we want. And those who are into the tarot, it's really about the Five of Cups. Do we focus on what we haven't got, what's happened to us, the victimhood and everything else? Or do we switch our focus into gratitude and acceptance, surrender, which is not resignation, it's acceptance, not resignation, acceptance. That we have no control over what happens, absolutely zero control over what happens. So we surrender to a higher power, an all-knowing intelligence, and we respond to a given set of circumstances instead of react. And that keeps us in this place of empowerment and flow. Chart 23 is spiritual realms programs. I don't know why I had to say all that, but I did. It all sort of flowed out of me, so it'll appeal to somebody out there. We are clearing the emotional body. That's good. Let's clear the emotional body then for 2024. God knows it needs it. I know mine does. After 2023. Oh. There is an SRT clearing for the emotional body if you're new to this site as well, so do have a look at that as well. And if you feel drawn to go back to looking at an older clearing that you've done before, then do it. Absolutely do it. It means that something else may have come up for you. But don't go working your way through, I'm going to do 5 of these in one day and 5 the next day, because you're not utilizing them properly. Then you're not giving your physical body a chance to integrate the changes. So you're not going to get the same efficacy as you would if you only did 1 or 2 of these a day. Ideally 3 days in between. is what you want. But right, chart 15, which is I am level consciousness. Again, programs that are coming up. Do we need to investigate what the programs are? No, let's just clear all those programs that are coming up then for 2024. That can be cleared, that we have permission to clear. In one of Dolores Cannon's books, the Nostradamus one, he described this lifetime as living the equivalent to 3 lifetimes in one incarnation. And that's certainly how it's felt in the last 10 to 12 years, I would say. It's been intense and growing more intense. But it has to be. It has to be. The Earth has to expand in consciousness because it affects the rest of the planets and the rest of the universe and the rest of the galaxy and the rest of the cosmos. It's not just about us. Okay. We're on chart 27, which is learning is fun, which is spiritual blocks. Learning blocks to spirit level is what I meant to say. We are involved in planetary energies, so we've got learning blocks to that. So let's just clear those away. And with that one, also check out any attachment to any fear in the collective consciousness, one of my SRT videos as well. Chart 29, which is final blessing. Again, this is just a mini clearing, so but very powerful all the same. Still the emotional body, conscious mind, so we're going to clear that again. The emotional body, conscious mind. There's something else to clear there with the emotional body. So who's creating what this year? Who's writing a book? Who's composing a song? Who's releasing an album? Who's creating a new business? Who's creating a new project? Who's taking up some new hobbies or doing some courses this year? What are you all creating out there in 2024 and beyond? Maybe you're doing up your house. Maybe you're taking up knitting for the first time or umpteenth time. Maybe you're making something. Maybe you're taking up meditation, detoxing, maybe eating better. This isn't about resolutions. This is about what are you creating? What's your focus going to be on in 2024 that is creative? Maybe you like drawing or painting or pottery or building stuff or woodwork, metalwork, sailing. I love kayaking. I keep promising myself every year to buy a proper kayak. I got one of those inflatable ones, which I adore. It's really for kids, but I love it. I don't care. I got a paddleboard as well, but I don't like paddleboarding as much as kayaking, and I keep promising myself to buy a decent sea kayak as I live by the coast. So I may well do that in 2024. I may just splash out and get a really decent sea kayak. There's just something about being on the water which is so freeing. Right, we're clearing psychic wounds from you as well. So let's clear all psychic wounds that would affect you in 2024 and beyond. Anything else? No. So what I'm going to do, seeing as it's the start of the year, I'm going to ask that some of these abundance and prosperity blocks are cleared. I'm just getting a chart out. One of my lists. So I'm going to ask now that the following is all cleared from you, up to 100 positive, down to 0 negative, and up to radiant love, new paradigm level. These programs, they all feed into abundance and prosperity. So clear abundance, deserving, success, freedom, money, receiving, security, safety, worthiness, responsibility, love, helplessness, creativity, support, your work or business, miserly, greed, victim, failure, generosity, self-value, your root chakra, your sacral chakra, codependency, faith, abandonment, failure, clearing all of those to 100 positive, down to 0 negative, and all the way up to radiant love, new paradigm level, clearing away any programs, any attachments, any attachments to any memories, experiences, stifled energy there, and clearing those away from each and every one of you. Clearing away any vows of poverty, vows of suffering, vows of sacrifice, vows of struggle, including any hidden vows of poverty, suffering, sacrifice, or struggle. Clearing away any curses and hidden curses, any spells and hidden spells. Clearing away any contracts and oaths and promises and agreements. Balancing the inner archetypes of the creator archetype on chart A, the mother archetype, the father archetype on chart A, 8A, and the producer archetype, as well as the masculine and the feminine archetypes, to bring them back into harmony as well on chart 8A. Opening you up 100% in alignment for abundance, and opening your heart open to receive 100% that abundance as well. Abundance in health, laughter, joy, romance, love, prosperity, wealth, opportunities. Clearing all those for you. Clearing any discordant energies, any hooks in the energy. Opening you up, please, to opening everyone up to receiving miracles, please. Clearing away any poverty and hardship programs, any self-punishment and self-limitation programs that we can clear for 2024. Clearing away any desires for suffering or difficulties. Clearing away any blocks to the flow of energy of any kind, any blocks to receiving, any blocks to gratitude, any limitation, any blocks to potential, any blocks to self-preservation as well, clearing those away from each and every one of you. Any black magic spells, voodoo, anything that's related from any other lifetime that's related to that, including any dense energy from chart 5, any demonic forces, satanics, demonics, dark forces, dark energies, conscious control, discordant thought forms, any imprints of any kind that are going to get in the way in 2024, including any imprints of brain damage, any discarnates, any separates, type 1, 2, and 3. Repairing any openings or cracks in the aura for you. Okay, it's slowed down already. Okay, is that done successfully? Yeah, is there any other business, anything to clear before mop up? So let's go to mop up. I hope you can feel the benefits of that for each and every one of you. So we're just going to do a very, very quick mop up for you as we clear the pathway ahead for 2024. So that's smooth. Ensure that we're clearing any closing any portals that need to be closed as well, that are unnecessary. Clearing away any echoes, residues, shadows, seeds still remaining. Clearing away any future self-sabotage as well. so much is clearing. I can really feel it in the energy. Clearing away all the energy bodies as well, as appropriate for each and every person that's watching this, listening to this. Always for their highest good at all times, please. So this year, just taking some inspiration that's coming through, make sure that you protect your boundaries. You can't pour from an empty cup. It's not about being a sacrificial person. Be kind, but you take care of your energy first. And if some people get disappointed in that process there, remember you cannot pour from an empty cup. Look after your energy first. Nurture your energy, because then that's proper self-love. And then you can give. A master will never give more than he needs to give, ever. There's no need. He will always look after his energy first, self-mastery. So boundaries, no matter what demands. You're not here to please other people. You're here to experience life and to experience self-love. So look after you. Right, are we done? Yeah, that had to be said for some reason. So anything more to clear there? No. So where are we now? So we seal the Akasha records, 100 positive, 0 negative. That was pretty thorough actually for a little group clearing. So, and radiant love, new paradigm level. Wonderful. So there we are. Another one done. Drink lots of water. Don't do more than a couple of these a day. And Happy New Year to you. And there's my cactus, that's Spiky, I call him, there. So have a lovely year ahead, and thank you for being part of this community here on YouTube and Rumble and anywhere else that you're watching this. Thank you for allowing me the privilege of being part of your spiritual journey, and see you as the year goes on. Lots and lots of love. Have a great year.